Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. New run. I would like to actually win run. Although we are, it's a new DLC. We're on Covenant 25. I gotta get used to all the new mechanics and the frickin' super shards and whatnot. But hey, at least we start with drafts this time. Consume Seraph Draft. Hell yeah. When you play a spell in hand, reduced other spells. Tomb units get plus 30 and burnout 1. I don't think we have tomb units, but we have a lot of primitive molds. Hey, Quark, thank you for the cheer. Bring back the Monster Train mojo. Absolutely. But honestly, now that I got drafts, I got my mojo back. So we like the drafts. I don't think we necessarily want this. Being able to make cards cheap is pretty good, especially when we have like a Fatal Melting in the deck. And expensive cards would be nice to play a little bit more regularly. So I'm gonna go for Split Anvil here. And then I will go for an artifact. Energy on a tomb unit is pretty good, but freezing a card would also be nice in order to maybe save primitive molds and flash freezes. So we're gonna go for that. Not a great like relic combination, but nothing synergized with our units. And we're gonna take Firelight again. The reason being is now we have drafts. Now that multi-strike, the fact that they're 1 pip capacity, they're going to be able to withstand enemy attacks, to kill enemies. We're gonna be able to put more units on floors. Everything is gonna be so much better now that we have these drafts. And I hate to say it, but it's like absolutely true. You know what's also absolutely true? This is like a stupid maneuver, but it's also like the best thing I can think of is kill your own unit and then Fatal Melting. So, hey, it worked. Maybe I should have saved a card there. But Primitive Mold, bring back Fade, Draft. At least we're getting 2 kills there. I'd love to kill the Collector, and maybe there's no way we could have killed the Collector. It's unfortunate. Well, we'll do that. But at least these drafts, they'll be pretty good for us now. Little Fade. Well, you are going to give me some burnout, but it doesn't matter, because I've got some sweet drafts. And, I don't really even want to play the Train Stewards. I kind of would rather just not, and then just keep melding back the drafts for the end. Wow, why are you so big? Why is he so big? Has he always been that big? He looks pretty big. Reform a unit. More burnout, thank you very much. You are gonna live and you're gonna give me some Ember Drain, but only so much I can do about that. I do dislike the fact that we get so much Ember Drain, but ideally if you can play the champion and have the champion die, that's like the ideal case scenario, right? Might as well put you down there, honestly. I don't want to play Train Stewards. Now, Burnout 1 is kind of annoying because I think our units might not live long enough to do all of their attacks. But at least now we have Little Fade out there. They do so much damage, maybe it doesn't really matter, I should have played Fatal Melting. I keep forgetting about that. We have the Split Anvil. We can play those cards. So play those freaking cards. Hallowed Drippings, Wicklash, Molten Encasement. If we brought like Tomb unit synergies, then maybe. Extinguish, apply Stealth 2. I think I'd rather just go with like a Hallowed Drippings. Consume, apply Burnout 5 to friendly units. That way we can keep our drafts alive longer. Wicklash would also do it and buff their attack. All right. You got me. Ice Tornado, Energy Siphon, Flash Freeze. Something that does damage is good, but Flash Freeze being targetable is pretty decent, but we have 2 of them already. Let's go for like 1 high damage spell. Bong, 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 bong. And then we do want unit upgrades now. We want unit upgrades because we have good units. Those units being drafts. And in fact, I might want to consider putting a draft in a draft because it gets multi-strike and burnout, and then we'll just start upgrading them and duplicating them. Because if we can duplicate our drafts and put them right behind our Little Fade, that would just be an absurdly good combination for us. So I'm leaning towards that being an option. And if we can give him another stack of multi-strike, oh baby. Plus 10 HP and Incant Armor 2, plus 5 attack, and Incant Gain Rage 1. We're gonna put a draft in a draft. So we should probably get a tank. Why? I don't know. But it's like, it's a tank, it's a unit. It'll get out there, sure, I'm gonna take it. But I love this idea. I love this idea of making a ×4 burnout draft. Buff their attack? Yeah, I mean, I think we need them to have as much attack as possible. I mean, that's 60 damage right there, and it's only gonna get better. I'll buff your health. There might be another floor that I can build in this. But yeah, this is like absolutely what we want to start with. Wicklash, no. Intrinsic, no. We just want to put a draft in a draft. He's now a 20 ×4 unit. He has burnout like 2, I think, which means that he can survive long enough for our champion to die. And then if we duplicate him a few times, we can fit him and the champion on the same floor over and over again. It should be beautiful. Draft squared. Kind of. Okay, we do need to get the unit, but we'll get them. Don't worry, it'll happen. We also need to make sure that we can mold them back. I think we're gonna start here. I'm gonna put you at the top. I know you have Ember Drain. Wow, you just healed all of that, huh? But there we go, you know, we're getting a kill there. Did not get the unit that we wanted, unfortunately. So, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do here. We can't play Ice Tornado, but it is frozen. Fatal Melting doesn't do any damage. I could kill my unit and then Fatal Melting. It'll at least kill the Discipled, it will not kill the Discipled Foot Soldier. We have to do that ourselves. Well, I think we do that ourselves then. This fight is gonna suck, admittedly, but also we can't play this. No, we could play it and then play Mold and Flash Freeze, but there's no point. Let's play this. Bad draw. The draft is not a banner unit, so it's not a unit that's going to necessarily show up every turn. Every fight, like in the first few rounds of combat even. It's kind of annoying like that. We should play Ice Tornado first. Really wish it killed you. But does 6 damage. It's barely not gonna kill you. I could Wicklash the guard. I think I'd rather do it like this though. You'll apply burnout to the Guard of the Unnamed, but you will also die on this turn if I play you at the back. At least now you're doing more damage for 1 turn. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. I think we do it like this. At least we killed the unit. I do hope we can get like another spell or something that can help up here. We did get another mold. Gives us another burnout. Still not quite killing you, but maybe with the Forgotten Power we can. I do hate that the Foot Soldier is gonna live. I hate that. I hate that so much. Because we just didn't get our draft in time. Yeah, you're gonna frickin' live. So our Pyre is gonna take 26 damage from 1 unit living. No, they're not. No, they are, because this Frostbite's gonna kill you. Ah! We're only doing 35 damage. The rest of it's from the Frostbite, so even if I put the Train Steward down, it's not gonna get a kill. Well, here's 26 damage to the Pyre. You son of a gun. Hey, there he is! It's everyone's favorite draft. He's back again. Well, at least we can mold him back next turn. And the champion? Oh, I certainly hope so, because that's what we're gonna try. No, we should just put you up here. Mold back the champion. We know what's gonna happen. We know it's gonna work. Just don't discard anything. Okay, mold back the champion. You're taking 95 damage, now you're taking a little bit more than that. Now you're dead, all right. So we took some damage from the fight. We knew that was gonna be a tough fight though, because we got rid of one of our drafts, but now we should be able to duplicate it and get a better draft, I hope. Stealth 2. I don't think we need this, I don't think we need the Wicklash, I don't think we need the Hallow Drippings. Apply Frozen to a random card in hand. Don't need it. Crit Builder could be good if you discard it for free. Harvest Gain Gold. Revenge Frostbite. It's been a while since we've done like a Revenge Frostbite, but God, is that good. Just something to kill the weak units. You know, save our Pyre 26 damage or something, right? What is your melding capabilities? Plus 10 health and Revenge Frostbite. All right, so there's no point melding you then. We have to duplicate. Let's see if we can upgrade first, because if we get like a lucky plus 40, we might want to take it. We did not, but we did get a Spike Driver Colony. Or automatic rail spikes. We're gonna take the Spike Drivers. It's an interesting choice, but how do they upgrade? +1/+1 and endless when you put it on a unit. Dude, we want that on the Titan Sentry right now. We can just put that on the Titan Sentry and make the Sentry endless. Although we could duplicate it, then merge later. We could even put, what if we duplicate it? And then what if we put a Spike Driver onto a Spike Driver? Yo, we've got some like good ideas here, I think. Also, we have 55 shacked pards. Good lord. That many, huh? So this is like really interesting, but hey, we got our drafts out. We got 2 of them now. Maybe now we'll get one on like turn 1 or 2 of combat, or 3 or 4 or 5 even. Hey, much better. Even if the drafts die, I don't really mind. It's kind of like their whole reason for being. I can put you... If we're gonna put a guard up, we should put the guard at the very top. And if you're gonna buff, you might as well buff early. I just hope that we can get some spells to deal with these units, or, you know, get our units back. And it kind of happened. We should probably put the Titan Sentry down here. That way it'll kill these units. A single draft will be able to kill everything. You're all dead. Beautiful. He has 666 health. Oh no! Okay, where's my champion? Like my champion back? Not the Spike Driver. We're not gonna kill the Spike Driver. Yo, I'd love my champion back. You have 75 health. I'd love my champion back. Well, we might as well just keep you going in that case. Ice Tornado is gonna be saved. Fatal Melting will do 6 damage. I mean, you're all dead anyways. I guess we could have played Ice Tornado and then other things. I always forget about that. So if we have expensive cards in hand that we want to play Ice Tornado. We didn't really get what I wanted, unfortunately. You're gonna do 4 damage. This actually does keep us going. I'm just waiting for any card that gives me Reform. Are they all at the bottom of the deck? There they are. Good lord. Thank you. Welcome. Should have played Ice Tornado first, but you know what? We'll save it for next turn, I suppose. Now, you go out there, and you go out there. Now we're killing everything. Beautiful. Now, 3 damage, 8 Frostbite. Might as well play it here. Still have the Ice Tornado in hand. You know what? I gotta dump some of these cards. There we go. At least we did a bunch of damage to him. But there's our primitive molds back. I've been waiting for these cards. You're not burning out. You'll burn out soon. Might as well save the Ice Tornado, I suppose. All right, you're dead. Beautiful. What are we gonna mold back? Forgot about you. Whatever. Shouldn't have played it because we wanted that card in our hand. But the drafts are getting the job done. We just need more of them. Deep Offering, Sacrificial Resurrection, Hoarfrost Effigy. These are all pretty trash. At least we can get like the offering card for free, but we can probably get it for free anyways. I think this is all trash. I think we're just gonna skip. Consuming bad cards to get a draft is not the end of the world. I'll take it. More drafts. Plus 10 in action, apply spell weakness 1 to all enemy units. On strike, apply frostbite. Plus 15, plus 30, and burnout 3. Lady of the House is an extremely good buffing unit when you meld. Unfortunately, we're not looking for any meld opportunities right now. So we are just going to skip. Because I actually have my units right now. We have drafts and we have a frostbite card, and then we have the spike driver colonies that we want to buff and then upgrade. I don't think we need any of this. Unless we want to put burnout on the spike driver colonies with plus 15, plus 30, and burnout 3. Okay, you know what? That actually does seem pretty good. And then I think honestly we want capacity on this one. I want to put as many units on one floor as possible with our champion. So we're gonna go heavy upgrade path. We're gonna start removing garbage. Should have probably been removing this garbage earlier, but it's hard to get garbage removed from your deck. Plus 20 and summon, apply burnout 3 to friendly units. That's also not bad, but I like the other one better. Revenge burnout is pretty good though. It could just be a unit that we can put out there to die, but we want our champion to die more than anything else. But it is kind of okay to buff the burnout on other things. So buff the burnout. Endless. Well, we know that we want Endless on the Titan Sentry, so there we go. It's a very good unit for killing other units. Spike Driver having like a 5-10. It's not bad. I think we'll do it so that we can start getting them killed and replicated. Because we're gonna do this, which is gonna make them really freaking good, and we're going really hard on our upgrades, but that's okay, I think. Now you're at 21 times 241 with burnout 3, but hopefully I can just you know, keep you alive. Oh, we're on extreme danger though. Spikes 4, doesn't matter. We want to start at the bottom because of the units that we are facing. We want to get the spike drivers killed. This is also pretty okay with, oh, this is the wrong guard. Never mind, it sucks. Everything's awful! Oh yes! The exact card I wanted. We held on to it, beautiful. So you go down here. You get molded. This is an interesting one. I think he put the draft out there to get the kills, even though it was tempting to keep the lady out there, because the lady will be able to actually keep the units alive, and all of their spikes are going to kill all my drafts. Well, oh well. I would like you to do 35 damage, so I'm going to put the spike driver in the front. I will buff its damage. I will get you closer to death. Get you guys closer to death. A pyre might take some hits. 9 damage, oh baby. Well, you know what? We can at least play literally all of our cards, so it's actually not that bad. There's a little fade, there's the draft. Everything's dying on this floor, beautiful. I wish I could kill you. That'll kill you. We got very lucky to get everything killed. We need to get more drafts and spike drivers installed. Dun, 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 dun. Consume cards and get another draft. Alrighty then. I don't care if you burn out, that's not a problem. What is a problem is not having like any other units though. So there's a little fade, there's a spike driver at the very least. You're now taking 454 damage. That's pretty decent. There's another spike driver. We already have 3 of them, which is pretty decent. Sentry should probably go out. The lady can also go out. Taking 109. You're almost dead. I didn't want to play him because of the Ember Drain. All right, we gotcha. Although maybe I should have tried to get my spike driver killed. I don't think I could have done it though. Cheater's Hand is fine. I like being able to get another card on turn 1, even if we don't choose to play it. Yeah, this is okay. Permafrost Freeze, Titan's Tooth Offering Sap. Titan's Tooth is definitely an interesting one, because if you get it frozen, you can just keep it around until you play it. Freezing a card, though, to be able to freeze a card that you need for the future, I think is okay. Although we do have like lots of discard enablers because of the way that the deck has been made, but oh well. What do we get? Also, we're at 80 Pact Shards. Did it go up when this unit died and was duplicated? I was not paying attention. I hope it did not go up when this unit died and was duplicated, but it very well may have. There is a card removal coming up. We can choose artifact unit upgrades or spell upgrades money. I think I'd like removal artifact unit upgrades. So here, sorry, unit removal. Did I say unit removal? Random trinkets, we won't have the money for it, but at least there's a cavern we can maybe do something with. For right now, though, we gotta purge some stewards. What is there? Units cost -2, gain 5 gold, consume, deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit. None of those seem particularly good for us. Monster Spike, spell rail spike. Purge. What do we want purged? I wouldn't mind purging a Forgotten Power, but I don't think it can accept the upgrade. I wouldn't mind purging like the guard, because I haven't been playing it. I don't really want to purge anything. Like Fatal Melting, maybe. I'd rather my units don't die, and this doesn't seem to do that much damage right now for me. We should remove something. I think we should remove either a Forgotten Power or a Fatal Melting, or at the very least just make the Fatal Melting able to be used. So yeah, we can't use it on a Forgotten Power, but to be able to use this and then get rid of it is okay. It's one of the only cards we have though that can like hit enemies in the back, except for like flash freezes. What would we monster rail spike? A guard? I mean, we don't really need the Guard of the Unnamed now that we have a Titan Sentry that's endless and a Lady of the Reformed. So what if we just get rid of the Guard of the Unnamed? We'll keep the Lady for burnout purposes. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the Guard. Just kind of hoping for money to maybe buy an artifact, but this is fine. All right, we have 80 shards. Units appear in each floor. That's not that bad. I do hope that we can deal with getting more shard points. Good try. Choose a card to return to the top of the draw pile. The Guard could be played, Little Fade could be played, Flash Freeze could be played, Forgotten Power could be played. I don't think we need 2 Flash Freezes, but really out of all of this, I think you just get rid of Forgotten Power. It's the only card that I really don't care about on this turn. Because I want Little Fade to go out there and die, and I want the Guard to go out there and actually like do something. I think we're gonna put the Guard here. Little Fade, I don't care where you go. And then Flash Freeze, like, I really would not mind killing some marksmen, so. There you go. Our Pyre's gonna take a little bit of damage, but these guys don't do that much damage to the Pyre. They did 6 on that round, and they'll do a little bit. Well, they'll do more because we killed some units on the next round, but you know, we'll get rid of them. Get rid of this card, we don't need it. Because we're gonna be playing units up here. I'd like it if the draft lived. We need a spike driver to die. You know what? You can just tank everything. We are gonna lose 1 Ember, but I think we're just gonna have to accept it. You are dying, which is beautiful. Oh, you had stealth too. That was your problem. I do want 1 spike driver to die. So we'll put you down here just to like start doing some damage. The other spike drivers will put up behind our burnout. What do we not want? I don't think we want Quick-Lash. Yeah, I think that's what we want there. You need to come out with Frostbite. Should have probably played the Ice Tornado, but oh well. And then we'll keep these cards. Choose a card to return. Well, we really do need to play a Primitive Mold. We don't need to worry about Sacrificial Resurrection. The cards that we have are pretty good right now. Oh my god, look at this. He's living for a long time. I don't think we need Whiplash, although it might be worth playing on this turn. We only have 3 you know, if we only have 3 energy, get rid of the Ice Tornado. Why do we even bother? There you go. So instead we'll mold. We will play a Little Fade, who will die, but then buff our other units, and now you're dying, which is beautiful. We are losing Lady of the Reformed, but we have enough burnout on these units that they should be okay. And we also have a burnout enabler in the deck, I think. Did I get rid of that card, or did I just not pay attention to it? I guess maybe it must have been a different run. So what we're gonna do is probably Sacrificial Resurrection. No, we're gonna hold on to the Primitive Mold. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna preserve Primitive Mold, because it's so important that we keep that. We'll buff you, because you're on Burnout 3. I don't really want to play anything, because I don't want to discard anything, so end turn. Okay, we're still at 80 Pact Shards. Let's pay attention to that number, see if it goes up. Titan Sentry needs to be played. We can play it next turn, because nothing is living here. So next turn, we will get this unit out. This turn, we're gonna play a mold, see what we get. Lady of the Reformed is good. We know that it's a good tank. We'll put the draft out. We could mold another unit and see what we get. We're about to shuffle, so there's no better time than now. We got the Little Fade out, which is... No! There's no room! I messed up! Well, you're gonna die anyways, but I'd really like it to, like, maybe keep you in my hand. Okay, you discarded. That's not good, but our top floor is, like, good enough, I think. I don't think we need to worry about it so much. We have enough burnout up here. I think we'll be okay. Everything's dying. We do need the Sentry to go at the bottom. We do not need a 3-cost card on this turn because we can't keep it. We can't play it. If we play the Titan Sentry, we cannot play a Fatal Melting. If we play a Fatal Melting, we could play both Primitive Molds on this turn. If we Primitive Mold, we're gonna get back a Guard and a Spike Driver. I don't want the Spike Driver to die because we already have 4 of them in the deck. And we only want 4. So we're not going to bring back Spike Drivers. So what would we bring back? A Guard of the Unnamed. At least getting them into the discard pile is nice so that we can maybe have a better chance of oh, never mind, the Little Fade is right there. Haha, don't know what I was thinking about. Well, we get the Titan out then. Inflict some damage. You have Burnout 1, you have Burnout 4. Let's buff the Burnout 4 unit. You're all dead. Good enough. You still have a mold. A lot of Frostbite. 32 Frostbite's pretty good. What do we not want? I don't think we want Crypt Builder yet. I think we want to play another Titan Sentry because it stacks very nicely. You do have 6 times 7 damage, which is kind of ridiculous. Good lord. You know what we should have kept? We should have gotten rid of Ice Tornado in case we got it for free. That's what we should have done. Also, you know what? Why not get him out? No, don't. Okay, just don't play that unit. But like, why not get this unit out, you know? You're Purge. You came back? How did he come back? He was purged. Is he back in the deck now? No, he's gone. He's gone forever. He just was purged. All right, well, do some damage, I guess. You have 210 damage from this floor and Frostbite, which is pretty dope. And you're dead. You're killing everything, but you will also die yourself. And I wish that you would not kill the second Spike Driver, but you know what? If you have to, you have to. I do wish you would not kill the second Spike Driver. If there's any way that I could kill you. Nope. All right, at least you're dying. So we're gonna have 5 Spike Drivers, which is not that bad. There you go, thank you. Why didn't you want extras? Because we don't need them. And I wanna upgrade these ones because they're not fully upgraded, so just duplicating them means I have more to upgrade. But I guess it's not that bad. Excuse me. Kill a random non-boss enemy unit, kill a random friendly unit. Yes? Endless. No, just give me the Crushing Demise. Apply silence to enemy units. Devour your spells. Give me a Titan's Tooth. Anything with Split Anvil I think is okay. Get Improved Spike Driver. Okay, now they're not gonna duplicate themselves anymore. We also have 80 Pax Shards. So we kind of got around the negative of melding units onto Spike Drivers because when they die and create copies, they don't cost any more Pact Shards. So we got 4 bonus copies of these essentially for free. That seems pretty freaking good if you ask me. That's pretty awesome. We are definitely gonna take an artifact. Just what direction do we go in? I would like to go right and upgrade. So, remove units, or cards rather. What do we not want? Honestly, we don't need these 0 cost Forgone powers. They just discard cards that I want to play all the time. Now, Large Stone. Oh, you know what? Never mind. So I had it slightly wrong. You want to upgrade Spike Drivers with 2 upgrades so that when they get the auto upgrade, it's for free. But now I can't upgrade them because they're too big, you know? So it's a little unfortunate. I did it slightly wrong, but whatever, we're still okay. When played, your champion gains plus 50% attack. When a card was consumed is played, restore 5 Pyre health. What consumes? Literally nothing. Well, I mean, the champion getting stronger doesn't really matter. Because they buff other people, they don't buff themselves, so then it doesn't really matter that they buff themselves. I literally don't consume anything. This consumes cards, but it does not consume itself, ergo, that's not what this means. Although, yeah, I guess consume Seraph would be okay. So, we'll take it. And I will go for another artifact. Well, let's go for another artifact. X cost cards get +3, units get -1, 50% chance to daze units entering the train. X gets +3. I have no X. All right. Well, dazing units is okay. Enemy units get -1. That's also pretty good. But I think we'll just daze, I suppose. Not a good artifact opportunity, but okay. Oh well. Oh well. And you know, we have gold. I'm gonna do a reroll, and this is exactly what I want. Actually, Endless might be better for the lady so that she can keep buffing units behind her with Burnout. So I'm gonna give her endless, as opposed to 25 HP, which is what I was thinking of. But we now have a weird deck with a lot of units in it. We have 5 spike drivers, 2 drafts, a card that gives us another draft. It's a very interesting build we have here. And in theory, we can even build on multiple floors using the Lady the Reformed. She can handle her own floor and buff the burnout of units behind her, and then Little Fade can buff the other like spike drivers and whatnot. Very interesting. Weird build. Weird build. Please hold on to this card. Oh my god, I hate these Forgone Powers because I can never play them for fear of they're gonna discard another card. Get rid of the crit builder. Well, actually, we don't have any units to play right now. At least we can buff the Lady of the Reform by playing her on the middle floor. At a weight of contrition when a unit dies. Well, I think we're gonna lose a unit because, I mean, I want to, pretty much. We could do this in a way that Little Fade doesn't die. Dude, this sucks. Because you're dazed, you're not dying. Damn it! I'm gonna do it like this. This'll, no, you're just gonna buff Little Fade! I screwed up so badly. Do I have a targeted spell that can kill you? Yes, Flash Freeze. All right, so, oh my god. I'm just screwing everything up right now. Okay, save this card. Play this card. Get a good draft. Get out there. Do some damage. Could have played it on the bottom, but that keeps that unit alive. So I need a, oh my, I just need a card. Screwed up somewhere along the line here. Okay, 2 spike drivers. It would not be the worst idea in the world to start killing some units. Oh, you're all dazed! I forgot about you. Well, you're just gonna go up here then, I guess. Have fun with that. Save one of these. Completely forgot about it. I actually think Concussive Coals is really bad. Because the enemies aren't attacking, that means they're not accumulating the frostbite, so the units are making it up a floor. Sometimes they're adding garbage to my deck. It's not ideal. Everything's dying, good. Fatal Melting for 0. Well, we might as well hold on to it, I guess. Still can't do anything with Reform. I guess we're gonna hold on to all these cards? Where's my Flash Freeze so I can kill my champion because I screwed up? At least, like, this is a good sign for the run, because nothing's dying. But I also just did like a stupid job. Okay, now you're dead. Thank you. Now you're back to life. Thank you. Just keep, don't play any units here. Just keep, you know, tossing out the units, letting them burn out. Letting them do damage. It doesn't matter what floor our champion is on right now. We just want to hit things. Oh my god, look at this hand. I guess you can say goodbye to Ice Tornado for right now. And then we will play a super draft. We'll try to bring back our champion. They're not dying? Because everyone's stunned! I hate this! Crushing Demise, I suppose. Sure, then just play another one. Because we don't mind them dying, really. I could even play another one, but I really don't want to get the negative associated with it. Guess we'll preserve one of the spike drivers. I'd rather have this than the Titan's Tooth. Oh, there you go. Held on to them both. Viable Gaming, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome. I guess we could get rid of... We want to replay the Sentry, so I guess we get rid of... Weight of Contrition? No, we want to play this. Let's get rid of, like, the Ice Tornado or something. Because we want to dump this card. We want to play the Titan Sentry again. We want to play the Spike Driver. Nowhere to play the Spike Driver, but maybe later. Well, that's not the right card. This is a much better run than we had last time we were trying to do this this Little Fade build, huh? Because it's actually working now. That's the one we want. You're dead. You're dying, and I haven't even done anything yet. We haven't even gotten started, and you're freaking dying. God, you suck. I guess our tank does have a lot of health, and these burnout multi-strike draft and spike drivers just output a ton of damage. We get it, just die already. I think a Formless Child is totally worth getting. Gift for a Guard could also be worth it, because it'll, first of all, it'll synergize with the Hourglass, but then it will also allow us, it's expensive though, it'll allow us to make other spells cheaper and actually get rid of bad spells that we don't care about. Now it might draw molds, but you know, it could draw Flash Freezes and Forgotten Powers, and it can get through the deck faster, and I kind of like that so that we can cycle through the deck faster if we get good stuff out of Gift for a Guard, but it's definitely risky. Wax and Spike is the easy play because it'll just apply +4 burnout to everything. That is something that we don't have a lot of. It could be nice to just add a lot to our burnout. Formless Child bringing back a unit though does seem kind of fun because it could have +40 attack. We already do enough damage though. No, we can never do enough damage. We can never do enough damage. It's a tough call because I don't really want to consume all of my cards. And a lot of these cards don't even get value out of consume. They're just spells that we would draw and be able to play for free, but we can play them for free anyways by just playing a more expensive spell. So I think either Formless Child or Wax and Spike is the way to go. Formless Child could bring back a unit and just make them extremely powerful. But so does our champion. You know, our champion, when they die, they'll bring back a unit with, well, when they die, they'll buff attacks of units by like +25. So I think we just want them to live longer. I'll take the Spike. I think we will still go capacity to put as many units on one floor as possible. I don't think we need to upgrade units. I don't think we need to duplicate units. Duplicating cards could be good. Like if we could duplicate, I hate to say it, but like another primitive mold, because we are having a bit of a mold problem. But I think actually card removal is the way to go. I still have those garbage cards that need to get out of the deck, these Forgone Powers. I don't like them discarding, you know, potentially good cards. Okay, Little Fade bonus. I think we are going to just get another artifact and call it good. Cards and reward packs and unit banners come with a random upgrade. Too late. Apply endless to the first friendly unit summoned each turn. Yes! Thank you very much. I know that there was a resin block in there, but this is the relic that wins the game for us. It's the best thing that you can get, because every time your champion gets played, it'll come back immediately, and you don't have to reform it. This is trash, but I guess we could take Gift of Gratitude. Chewy Kalakas, have a good night. Thanks for being here. Yeah, this is exactly what we want, because now we play our champion first, and then it will always come back. Non-boss enemy units end up with Spike 5. What do I care? But your units only have like a little bit of health. Yeah, well, they'll die and come back. So that's the whole point. Choose a card to return. Goodbye, Crypt Builder. You're not a haste, you're just a multi-strike. So we're gonna start with the Titan Sentry, not. We're gonna start with Little Fade, because now they're endless. You're still endless, and you're still endless, and now you're dead. Now, we don't want this card. We do want the Spike Drivers. This one will come out endless. I don't think it's that bad. I think that's okay. This might be a Titan's Tooth opportunity. Unfortunately, this Gilded Wing is going to live for quite some time. I guess we could just Crushing Demise and then mold back a unit immediately. Actually, they're going to be endless, so they won't come back into our hand. They'll go into the draw pile, which is still fine. No, hold on. You want to do it like this. Now we have a better chance of killing the one in the back. And that unit dying is kind of exactly what we wanted. Now you're taking 138 damage. Not enough to kill you, but enough to feel good about things. I have a crit builder in my hand. Maybe I'll play it on you on the next floor. We'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll think about it. Did get Little Fade. Needs to be played. Little Fade needs to get played. Unfortunately, we also are missing something. What are we missing? Units. All of our units. I guess in that case, hitting you with a crit builder does not seem like the worst idea in the world. +4 attack and burn out 4 to friendly units, +12 attack. Nah. Like, it's a decent amount of damage, but you're gonna make it, you're gonna do so much damage to the Pyre right now. You're only gonna hit it 2 or 3 times. Is that good enough? Ugh, God. +12 damage, 12, so this is like, this is 36 damage. You'll hit the Pyre once. I think we gotta do that and then just like, try to kill you next turn. Ow. You know, this actually is worth playing this turn. No one died, so let's get rid of a primitive mold. Okay. 194 damage. You're dying, slowly, but you're dying. I hate to say it, but I think what we need to do is like, go to the top floor here and, oh, I put Endless on the wrong unit. We can bring you back though. I think we need to go to the top floor here and just start like buffing these guys. Get something up here to deal with these units, since I am kind of not making as much progress up there as I would like. And then do I want like a better draft? I don't want to get rid of primitive mold, so I guess we just don't play anything here. As long as the units die as they make it up, I'm happy. The spikes is not really the problem here. The problem here is just that, there we go. All my units were at the very bottom, and now I actually have them, so I can play them. We'll get this next turn. Everything up here is dying, beautiful. So, get my champion back, because I made a mistake. Make sure that you are endless. You're gonna have burnout 1 endless, which is like perfectly fine with me. Put those guys down. Put a spike driver down. How are you killing me? You just do that much damage? Is that what's going on here? Holy crap. The multi-strike guy lived, and he's murdering every one of my units, so... Not great. I guess that's what 25 times 3 damage is all about, but hopefully we can kill you up at the top floor. Fatal Melting would be a good thing to play right about now, so let's keep that card. Keep that card! And get rid of this, because I'm not going to get rid of my cards in hand. Okay, now you're taking 86 damage. It's not enough. Now you're dead. If you're dying, I could put down some spike drivers down here. I'd rather just buff the spike drivers up here though, you know? What's dead? 2 drafts? Might as well reform them. No, because we're gonna get a reform card. We're also gonna get a sentry up here. You're gonna die, beautiful. You have a lot of freaking health, and you start 17 damage up, which is real scary. You're gonna have Endless 1, you're gonna die immediately and inflict Burnout 2 on everyone. I want the lady to go here next turn, so I think what we want is a draft in the back. We'll mold, draft in the back. You're gonna auto get preserved. We won't play the Frostbite unit, but he did his job. He killed the guy in the back. You're taking 1,300 damage, which is extremely surprising. I did not think it would be that much. It's gonna be a lot more, like right now. Beautiful. One unit's dying, and then you're dying. Okay. That could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. We just needed to get the units faster. We got very unlucky with our unit draw, I feel. Reforming random units doesn't matter, because a lot of our units are gonna be endless. It's still a nice card to have in an emergency, but I don't think we're gonna need it because we can bring back our units quickly. Wicked Blaze might be a little bit better just because we can reform a unit and give it a benefit if it dies. Yeah, let's try, I just realized something. All those spell shield enemies, this would counter that. But let's do Wicked Blaze. Offering Sap, no, we don't care about any of this. Exactly 1,000 gold? Dude, exactly 1,000 gold, okay. Spells, remove cards, upgrades, yes. We don't care about anything else. Although card duplication I still think could be kind of interesting, but there's nothing good to duplicate. We have two drafts with drafts, 5 spike drivers with ladies of the house. We got some good stuff, don't we? Let's go this path. Remove the last forgone power so I can stop discarding good stuff, and remove things that we're not liking or things that we're not playing. I'm actually not really liking this anymore because we have units now. We don't need a card to get us more units. Extinguish it triggers an additional time. So this doubles the effectiveness of the champion and essentially means that we win the game. So does this, for that matter. And frozen cards are now 0. Beautiful. All right, well, that's just like some of the best rolls you've ever seen. +4, X -1, and burnout 8 to friendly units. Burnout 2 to friendly units. Frostbite 18. +10 magic power. On a crit builder, that's not that bad. Just to do a bunch of raw damage, sure. And then double stack. More burnout's pretty good. Or sorry, more frostbite's pretty good. More burnout's pretty good too, but we'll do that. And no reason to make it cheaper, because it doesn't need to be cheaper. What about crushing demise? Could be cheaper. Make it free, easy play, easy plays, and let's get the heck out of here. We could get a little bit more gold. I think the answer to that question is no. So we just picked up 3 artifacts that just completely changed the game for us. I'm noticing a pattern. The more artifacts I have, tend to have better runs. But yeah, it's absurdly good because everything is just gonna do so much damage now, and anything that gets frozen is gonna be free, which is just beautiful. And this is an extremely good opening turn. I played it wrong. Well, I'm gonna have to reform you because I played it wrong, but that's my bad. At least these are free now, look at them, they're all free. They're free, because they're free. Okay. I know this is gonna consume. You know what? Don't let it consume then. We don't need to freeze cards anyways, we have the freeze relic. Why did I take the freeze card then when we have the freeze relic? It makes no sense. Endless. Thank you very much. I guess we don't really need the frostbite unit down here if everything down here is gonna be endless and do a lot of damage anyways. What do I do with you then? I guess I could just hold you in my hand. Make you understand. Sure. Can play you later. I mean, I can always play you at the bottom as a tank. Or I could play you at the top, and that doesn't seem that bad. Okay, we need to do it like this. Because yeah, I don't want to play you at the bottom. Look at all these units down here. Might as well play you up here, then you can kill these units for me. Wicked Blaze, Reform, and apply an additional +10. Doesn't seem that necessary. Flash Freeze, sure. Then play this, and then Titan's Tooth is gonna be free. We'll take 1 damage. We can play everything, so let's get rid of a primitive mold, because we don't need it. Because nothing is dying, because the enemies are toast and trash. You have 61 health. 141 times 2 damage, 170 times 4 on the starting draft in the back. Good lord. Reform a unit, or apply +10 and burnout. Dump the reform. Let's give you, oh, can't even play that. Alrighty then, you know what? There you go, have some frostbite. Guess we'll keep all this, dump the mold again. Little Fade goes out first. I don't know, I could Crushing Demise, I guess. But, no real reason to. Put a draft out. Might as well put a Spike Driver out. It gives me something to mold back, I guess. Frozen Consume. Well, I guess we'll just keep the cards in hand. We're doing a lot of damage. We have a build on this run that we can kill that enemy that has like 1,000,000 damage. We can get him. Kill a friendly, yeah, I'm not gonna kill a friendly unit. Instead, I'm going to buff you. You're now Burnout 28. And get a Spike Drive. It doesn't matter. Are you done yet? Could you be done? Like, I know you think that you're hot stuff, still living, but like, could you be done so that I can like go and live my life and get out of this run? I'm not even why am I not dying? Why are you not dying? Endless. Yeah, I know, but why are you not dying? Oh, because they're dazed, right? I should have probably used the spell to attack my unit then in that case. My bad. Well, you know what? There you go, come back. Now you don't have Burnout 60 anymore, but at least you do have Burnout 3. Should have played that card, probably. Would have been smart. Cannot kill my own unit, but they're dying anyways, which I guess is a good thing. So, just do that, buff you, end turn. I mean, even the lady, the Reformed, was doing like 400 damage at the end of that, per hit. And now that we have, I mean, our last 4 artifacts in our list are just absurd. Now that we have Endless on our champion, we can just keep playing him over and over again. Play, die, play, die, play, die. Just make sure he only has 1 health. Or Burnout 1, but if I do Burnout 1, I'm gonna have to, you know, bring the card back. I would really like to play Titan's Tooth, but we can play it next turn. If I play Crushing Demise, we could get a kill, and we won't save the cards, so we kind of might as well. Little Fade could die, but I want Little Fade to die and buff the lady. So we're gonna do it like this. No, we're gonna do it like this. You're attacking, which is good. Taking 60 damage. It's a lot of damage. Let's make sure that you die. Hopefully we can get our Frostbite tank out there. Good, we got a Frostbite tank. So what do we not want? We do not want Wax and Spike right now. We'll take it next turn. Well, actually, we don't want Preserve because it's trash. Everything else we can play. And we're gonna start building on the second floor. We're gonna let the lady die and we're gonna replay her here. This Titan Sentry is going to be the one who's down here, taking damage, inflicting frostbite, and then murdering enemies. So you're gonna go down there. The lady is gonna die when the lady dies. No, I misplayed the Endless again. Why am I so bad at that? It's okay, because you're all not, why are you all not, oh, because you're dazed. It's okay, because we can still make it work. You know, I can still inflict burnout on people. It's just stupid. It's just yet another dumb mistake. Okay, I can mold him back at least. Dump this card. Just make sure we mold him back immediately. Don't cast there. Okay, Little Fade comes out. There you go. Now you're dead and you're taking 300 damage. Beautiful. Keep the mold. Reform. It's gonna make cards. Sorry, that's a reform card? Okay, yeah. Well, keep this then. Let's get rid of this. And we'll flash freeze someone here who's not dying. Like my own lady would actually be a very good call, I think, but let's just frostbite you, because you are a spikes enabler, which is kind of annoying. How are you living? How are you gaining health? I guess apply armor 10 to their units. The okay, I get you, these jerks. You're gonna apply armor to the boss too. Yep. Whatever. We got our Little Fade back. We got our Little Fade back. So there's our first boss. Are we gonna be able to kill him? I think so. Our units are getting out there slowly. Okay, these guys are all dying, so we gotta be very careful about this. You need to buff. You need to buff. You're all dead, beautiful. Titan Sentry needs to go out. I'd like it if, you know what, these guys don't benefit from the frostbite all that much. I'm gonna put the frostbiter in the back. Reform a unit. No one needs to be reformed quite yet. End turn. But at least we're able to do enough damage to kill these guys. You can see it. I need a heal card is what I need, but you know, we're okay. Reform. We don't need a reform on this turn. We'll save it, leave it for next turn. You know what? Put Wicked Blaze on top because it's already frozen and we're not gonna play it. Now, Little Fade. Giraffe. You're dead. Doing 400 damage to the boss. Okay. Plus damage and burnout 2. Probably the one in the back. You're the most important. We will also preserve our lady. We'll play her at some point in the future. I don't know when. Love the animation of the giraffes just like biting into the enemies. What do we not need? We do not need a primitive mold. We have a primitive mold. Then keep the one that's frozen, so it's frozen next turn, because it's a card that we guarantee want to have. Now these guys do an absurd amount of damage. The frostbite also didn't kill them because they had too much health. They're also not dying yet. Sacrificial Spike Driver does get the job done. We're gonna have to do a lot of melding back in the future. Well, actually, we could meld back immediately. What died? Spike Driver. I want to meld back next turn, so let's not meld back immediately. Instead, make sure that everything's dying, or at least as much as possible. I'll even put out a draft. You know, if there's a Spike Driver, why don't we mold it back? It's 106 times 2. It'll get, you know, some things killed, do some damage. I'll keep this mold. I do love the Spike Drivers eating through the enemies too. Okay, you are the Spike Tank. What are we gonna play? We're going to play all of the molds, I think. Oh yes, we're gonna play some molds. We do not need an Ice Tornado. But what we do need to do is get some units back. Could have played Crypt Builder, probably should have played Crypt Builder, but we can still play Fatal Melting. Although I do like that the units are dying. Ah, I don't like that you're not dying. Freaking go die. Okay. 196 damage. You go about here. 56 HP. You go here. 10 HP. You go here. You're actually living, which is really surprising. It's really surprising that you're actually living. I don't know how you live, because we did damage to the boss. Do you have, like, stealth? Is that what happened there? You know, I actually like, you know what, we don't want dead weight. I don't know what happened. You must have had stealth or something, because we did like 800 damage to the boss, but we just missed you, apparently. Seems a little strange to me. By the way, this would totally work. I do like the idea of just killing you, though. But you're only doing 10 damage to the pyre. You know what, let's make sure this works. Told you. Told you it would work. Okay, Little Fade goes out. Mold. Good lord. These units are so strong. You have 3 health and then you're dying. All right, probably not the best. You know what? Probably worth getting you out there. You're just gonna come back later anyways. Let's get some damage done. And push you to the back. And then you're gonna hit the pyre. But we killed the unit that was a boss. And you have 400 HP left. There's no way you can live. Oh, I'm dropping frames all of a sudden. That's unfortunately. I'm sorry I'm dropping frames, chat. Hopefully it'll resolve itself momentarily. And by momentarily, I mean, this runs over anyways. Spike Driver Draft. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna play all of our units. Things are all, okay. You have Rage, why are you living? Because you're dying to Frostbite. How did that, I don't know. I still don't understand how one unit made it through and it seemed like he just kind of walked by. I don't know why my units didn't stop him. But at least we killed the Last Divinity with a melting Stygian run. What Stygian cards did we have? I don't know. The Offering Hammer card, whatever it's called. really was not a Stygian deck. It was mostly a melting deck. But we got extremely lucky with some of our artifacts and some of our units and some of our choices. And I mean, the fact that we were able to get the spike drivers and the fact that you could meld a unit into them and then let them die, they'll self-replicate and then they won't cost any shard pact points was kind of amazing. Yeah, really, it was just the shield shark tank. It was the only thing that was Stygian in that deck that had any like importance to it. The rest of it was just drafts and drafts, ladies and spike drivers, and Little Fade with Endless. I mean, all of these artifacts are just absurd with what we had. The Frostbite enabler on the Frostbite tank is amazing. Endless on the Frostbite tank is amazing. Frozen cards every turn, and then frozen cards being reduced to 0 meant that all of our expensive cards could be playable every time they showed up. And then you could also you could play them with Split Anvil. Endless on Little Fade Champion was amazing because you could get it literally every turn without having to reform her. Waxer Snuffer made it so that Little Fade would also apply Extinguish twice. So every time they died, they would buff health by 10 and damage by 50 and burnout by 4. It's just an absurdly, like, kind of an absurdly automatic run, you know? A lot of the fights kind of went by pretty quickly. But regardless, it was still a fun run. And we have another mark completed on the logbook. Let's take a look at that logbook. We have we have 325 victories. Oh, Lord. Well, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch if I want to go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.